What's up, everyone? Welcome to We're Married, What Now?
Episode 6.
Wow, nailed it. Okay, so plot twist. Today, we're actually doing a different type of episode. Today's actually Thursday morning, and we need to put this video up on Thursday. And we had spiritual renewal this week at church. So instead of reading our chapter and doing it last night, we went to the church service. We got to listen to Torrin Wells perform, and we had Dr. Darius Daniels in the building speaking. So we're doing it Thursday morning instead, and today we're talking about what, Miss Katherine?
To kind of, I guess, set the scene of what we're talking about, I'm going to get a scripture that I thought went really well with what we're talking about.
Lay it on.
It's Romans 12:2. I'll read it. It says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good, acceptable, and perfect." So I thought that
Preach it, girl.
I thought that was a really good verse to kind of focus on today.
Because she brought that up because when I was in the shower this morning, what just came into my head was, you probably heard this saying before, but where your focus goes, your energy flows. Trying to grow my social media accounts, and I was thinking about Instagram because I think I had got a message or something this morning, and I was thinking about who you're following, because, and the reason I was all thinking about that was because how do I want to be as a man? And
or as a husband.
Yeah, how do I want to be as a man, and how do I want to be as a husband, and who do I want to be? And it's not just who you're following, but it's like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you listening to? And it's as silly as it may sound, who you're following on Instagram could play a role in your life, right? And I could follow all these people or listen to these podcasts that may talk a certain way or do certain actions that I don't believe in, that I don't value. So it's like, why am I filling my head with that all the time? I need to look at who I want to be like, who I want to emulate, and I need to follow those people. It used to just be people that you're around that you have to worry about. Now, I mean, times have changed. Now you have to be more conscious of who you're following on Instagram, what podcasts you're listening to, what videos you're watching. There's these speakers I like, and I used to, especially when it regards to business or just because I like to learn, I would listen to everyone, and I would listen to a lot of different things. But I had to start thinking about, well, it's like I'm hearing all these different opinions, and I'm reading all these different books, and I'm following all these people on social media. But it's like, who do I really want to emulate, and who is doing in life what I want to do, but in all areas, right? Not just successful in one area, but then they're not necessarily the best husband, or they're speaking about women a certain way, or they're using a certain type of language, or they're just doing things that I don't believe in. Then I shouldn't put my focus to that person, right? Because it's true, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you're following people that aren't necessarily living how you want to live or valuing what you value, you could be picking up those traits, not even realizing it, and start to actually happen in your own life.
On Monday, Pastor Obed had said whatever substance you take on is what you reflect. So if you're taking...
Yeah, you did. Man, that was such a good...
So if you're taking on, you're looking at all these... And even if... Because for me, I recently just went like on an unfollowing type spree. I used to follow a lot of fitness Instagrams, but it was very, very...
But fitness Instagrams can quickly turn into, how do we make money off this fitness Instagram, which could quickly turn into, how many booty pics can we post? And revealing pictures of women and all these different things, or just focus on body, flesh. To go on that point, I was thinking about that earlier too. It's like, me as a husband, where your focus goes, your energy flows, right? So I need to be focused on my wife, and I need to be focused on putting my energy and attention to her and telling her how great she looks, and believe it in my own head how great she looks, right? If I'm following Booty Model 103 on Instagram, whatever, if I'm following all these girls that are like Instagram models, or I'm following these accounts that it's just focused on body image, and there's no substance there. It's just posting things that, whatever, just to get attention and likes. Or I watch those videos, or I look into the internet deeper to find women, or whatever it is. I'm focusing on lust in those people. I'm not focused on my wife, and realizing that I have a great looking wife at home that I need to focus on, right? And then same thing, you can start doing it without realizing it, and then you're neglecting the person your partner, your wife, you know.
Because even like for me, I had started unfollowing those fitness pages, and I never realized how many of those I liked. And then even though you're like going like super fast, you don't realize how much your mind can actually take within those not even of a second.
Yeah,
like you just go.
You scroll past it, but your brain still. But you may not think about it, but your brain can process that really quick. And with how much is being thrown at you, you're holding on to all that. You don't think anything about it because
you're not
been
like
on
staring
your account
at it
for so long or whatever. But maybe it's a good time to go on a little unfollowing spree yourself. You know, clean up some of that filth. Not even if it's not like necessarily filth. It's just like so you can focus more primarily on the things that you want to emulate in your life. You could cut out some of the shows you're watching, cut out some of the music, cut out some of the people on social media or the podcast or this or that, and focus more on the things that you want areas reflect. You want to things you want to reflect, like Pastor Obed was talking about. So to continue on that topic that we're talking about, they have that classic saying, you are the 5 people that you spend the most time around. So I'm gonna let Katie talk a little bit about that.
So whenever I think of spending the most, who do you spend the most time with? Recently, I guess about a year and a half ago, I started my first small group without even really realizing it. But I started my first small group, and it completely changed my life. And honestly, because of what Josh is saying, I honestly feel truly that if I wouldn't have started that small group, I wouldn't have had a fire reignited for God and for Jesus. And then me bringing that home of that reignition sparked something in Josh as well. And I honestly feel like ever since I started that small group, it completely changed both of our lives together.
Spark it, baby. Spark it.
And I know probably no matter what church you're going to, I know that they probably have like a winter/spring semester getting started. And I deeply encourage you guys to get in a small group. I know it just sounds like, it's just a small group. It's just another thing like to add onto my list.
What it is too is like she got around people she, like she said, without even realizing the people she wanted to emulate, right? She's hanging out with other
literally, like, I'm hanging out with strong women because I surrounded myself with women that were on fire for God, and in turn that's what I started reflecting. They knew so much about the Bible and the stories of the Bible, and it's like because that's who I was surrounding myself with, that's what I was longing for. So I started reading the Bible more. I started digging deeper because I see how it was for them, and that's what I had longed for because that's what I started surrounding myself with.
But also, I mean, to talk about that first point too, she's hanging around those WOGs, but also they're, it's good women. It's not like they're not going out drinking every night. They're not partying. They're not cursing. They're not putting booty pics on Instagram. Like they're good women for her to hang around and become a stronger woman and realize that it's okay to be a little different than what you see out in media all the time. A lot of people just go with the herd or go with the flock. So it's kind of cool to see some women that stand for good morals and different things like that. And for her to be around those people, I've seen a change in her. So it's been really cool. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah. And again, on Monday, we're going to be releasing our video episode number 7, but we're going to be talking about chapter 5 of the 5 love languages. Yeah,
so don't fret if you follow on with the book. We're going to get right back to it. So this was just a quick episode because we want to stay consistent with posting 2 a week. Also because this was something that we had just heard about and something we had just thought about. So
and that we lived through, that we've experienced ourselves, seeing the difference.
Powerful. Yeah, it's very powerful.
All right, guys, so this wraps it up for this episode, and we'll see you on the
next one.
Woo! Ow! Episode 6!
Say that different.
Episode 6. Episode 6. God, and
WOGs. Women of God.